Welcome to our maths long division tutorial. Have your maths multiples tables ready and we shall begin.
So the example that I usually give is, for example, if your mom sends you to a tuck shop, okay, and asks you to buy 6 sweets, and she asks you guys to distribute it equally amongst 3 siblings, okay? So for example, your mom asks you to go to a tuck shop buy 6 sweets, right? After buying the 6 sweets, she asks you to share them equally amongst your 3 siblings. Okay, so you've got one. Okay, it's one sweet. That's another one.
Also, say I really figured out the answer
3 yes.
to how many siblings should get.
Okay, so she asked you to go buy 6 sweets at the tuck shop, and she asked you to distribute the sweets equally among.
For the 3.
So when you're dividing,
3.
you're actually sharing the sweets, okay? So sibling number 1 will get 2, sibling 2 will get 2, and sibling number 3 will get 2. So when you're dividing, you're actually making a bigger number smaller. So 6 divided by 3 is actually 2. So you guys understand that, okay? So
Yes.
that's how we divide. You see, we've made a larger number to become smaller. Okay, so now let us move to long division, okay? So in long division, we know that the steps we follow in long division, it's the D,
MSP.
M, S, D. Okay, we know that division, D stands for division.
D stands for divide.
Yes, divide or division. So let me
M stands for multiply. And S stands for subtract.
For subtract. And B stands for bring down. Okay, so do you understand what's happening here? Fariso?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So now an example that I would like to give. Okay, there seems like there's a question in the chat. Let me see. for long division, these are the steps that we follow: DMS, divide, multiply, subtract, and bring down. So for example, if the question says using DMSB, divide 640. Or it's 640 by 2. Okay, so it means you've got 640 being divided by 2. Okay, so how you actually show this in long division is the number that is being divided goes inside the bracket, right? And in this case, the number we're dividing is 640. Okay, so this is how you show your sum. If it's given to you like this and they're saying 640 divided by 2, and you're asked to use DMSB to divide 640 by 2, you show it in this manner. Okay. And then, so the first step that you do is you divide 100. So in this case, it's a 100 number, 640, because it's got 1 digit. So hundreds has 3 digits. So you're dividing the hundreds, and the hundreds units is 6. Okay. So can we divide 6 by 2? Yes, we can. So 6 divided by 2, the answer is 3. Okay, so we've just completed the divide step. So 3 becomes your coefficient, place it on top of this bracket.
Okay.
So the next step that you do is multiplication. So what are you multiplying? The 3, which is your coefficient, by?
We're multiplying 2.
And what is 3 multiplied by 2? The answer is
6.
So we've completed the multiplication step. Then now what do you have to do? You have to subtract.
Subtract
sign.
6 and 6, which is 0.
Yes. 6. Do you agree with that, Fariso?
Yes.
Okay. So 6 minus 6 is 0. Right? We've completed the subtract step. Now we have to bring down the 4.
Bring down the 4 next to the 0.
Then you bring down the 0. So do you guys understand up to that step?
Yes.
Perfect. And then the next number that we are now dividing is the number. So every time you bring down a number, it means that you must continue dividing. Okay. So you must continue dividing. So we've brought down the 4 and we brought down the 0. Okay. Can 2 go into 4? Yes, it can. And how many times does 2
yes,
go
it
into 4? How many times does
2.
Fariso? 4 divided by 2. Okay, so we're dividing this 4 by that 2 that is outside. And the answer is 2. So then we put the 2 up there as our coefficient. Okay, then what's the next step? So we've completed the division step. Now let's complete the multiplication step. We're multiplying this 2 by this 4, by this 2 by this 2, sorry. And what is 2 multiplied by 2?
4.
It is 4. So we've completed the multiplication step. And then now let's complete the subtraction step. Okay, so what are we subtracting here, Fariso?
0.
So we're subtracting this 4 and this 4, okay? So we're subtracting 4 minus 4 is 0, okay? And then we bring down that other 0. So because we still have something that we have brought down, we still have to continue dividing, okay? So you continue dividing until you have nothing to bring down. So in this case, you're now dividing 0 by 2. And when you divide 0 by 2, what is the answer? 0 divided by 2 is
0.
it's 0. Perfect. And because you cannot share nothing with anyone, okay? You can't share nothing with 2 people. So 0 divided by 2 is 0. So we put the 0 as our coefficient at the top, okay? So we've completed the divide step. Now we complete the multiplication step. What is 0 multiplied by 2?
2. I mean 0. 2.
It's 0. Remember, anything that is multiplied by 0 is 0, and anything by 0 is 0. Okay? So 0 multiplied by 2 is 0. So we've completed the multiplication step. Now let us complete the subtraction step. 0 minus 0 is 0.
0.
And the other one, 0. So we haven't brought down anything. So we have completed the long division step for 640 divided by 2. Do you guys have any questions?
Okay.
So do you guys understand? Arisa, do you have any?
We understand.
Yes.
Okay, what's your question? You don't have any question?
Yes.
Perfect. And then let us do another example, okay? We'll move on to examples with the remainders in a few. So again, even if you are asked to divide a 2-digit number by a single-digit number, so you could be asked to do using EMSE, divide 96 by 4.
Okay.
Okay. So what is the division sign? So we're dividing 96 divided by 4. Okay. So again, the number that you are dividing has to be inside the bracket, and the number that is the divisor goes outside. Okay. So we've got 4 on the outside, but 96 on the inside. Okay, so we're still following the DMSE step.
B.
D.
M.
Okay, so what is the first step? Can we divide this first digit by the number that is outside? So always check whether the first digit here is divisible by the number that is outside. So can we divide 9 by 4? Anyone?
No,
Why do you say we can't?
because 9 doesn't go into 4.
Okay, Fariso, do you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay, so we're dividing 9 by 4. Can 4 go into 9? Remember, I said you always start with dividing the first digit of the number that is inside by the number that is outside. Okay, we have to check that. So can 4 go into 9? Anyone?
Hmm.
Can it go into 9, Pariso?
Yes.
Why can it go into 9? That's correct. Perfect. The reason why 4 can go into 9, right, is because 9 is a bigger number and 4 is a smaller number. So we're dividing a bigger number by a smaller number, hence 9 can go into 4. But then there is a remainder. Okay, so it goes there how many times? 2 times, because 4 times 2 is what? 8. Okay, and then there's a remainder of 1. So 4 goes into 9 twice, remainder 1. Okay, however, we're not interested about the remainder at this point. We're just looking for the coefficient. Okay, so 9 divided by 4 is 2, so 2 is our coefficient. Okay, so remember we've completed the division step. Now we're completing the multiplication step. So multiplying 4 by 2. Okay, and what is 4 multiplied by 2? We've just done that now, and we found the answer to be 8. Okay, so 4 multiplied by 2 is 8. Completed your multiplication step. Now we're completing the
Now we subtract.
subtraction step. Okay, and then what is 9 minus 8?
1.
It's 1. Okay, then we bring down the 6.
Okay.
So do you guys understand up until that point?
Yes.
Perfect. We brought down 6. So now what's the next thing that we do? So we've completed the subtraction, and then we brought
Bring down.
6. No, so we up until the step, okay, we have to continue dividing, but now you are focusing on this number that you have brought down.
Okay.
Okay, and
Okay.
here now we're dividing 16, okay, by 4. And what is 16 divided by 4?
16 divided by
So 16 divided by 4 is 4, okay, because 4 times
Okay.
4 is 16. I hope you guys have your multiplication timetable with you there.
Yes, I have.
So if you check what is 4 times 4,
4 times 4 is
you have your multiplication timetable, Farisha.
16.
Perfect, it is 16, and therefore 16 divided by 4 is supposed to be 4. Okay, so this 4 is now our coefficient. We put it at the top. Okay, so we completed the division step, and then now we're completing the multiplication step. And what is 4 times 4? So Liapo just told that 4 times 4 is 16, so we put down 16 here.
16.
Yes, 4 times 4. Remember, that's our coefficient. We just put it here. How did we get the score here? By simply dividing the 16 here after subtraction by that 4, as depicted here.
Okay.
So 4 multiplied by 4 is 16. Completed the multiplication step. Now let us subtract. Okay. Then
Okay.
1 minus 1 is 0. 6 minus 6 is 0. Okay, and there's nothing to bring down, and we do not have a remainder. Okay, so 96 divided by 4 is 24. Now let us do an example where we have a remainder. Okay, so me think up. And 63. Okay.
Okay.
Again. We've got our 63 here. Then we're dividing that by 4. Okay. So 4 is the number that has to be outside. Oh no, this time.
Okay.
And then 63 has to be inside the bracket. So what did I say? The first thing that you do is divide the first number by the number.
The outside number.
Yes. Do you agree with that, Fariso? So it's going to be this 6 divided by 4. Is 6 divisible by 4? Is 6 divisible by 4, Fariso? No. Is 6 divisible by 4, Liafo?
Say
Is 6 divisible by 4? Anyone? Yes, because we're dividing a bigger number by a smaller number. And how many times does 4 go into 6? It goes there once. And there's a remainder of how much? 2. Okay. So we're interested in this 1. Okay. So 1 is our coefficient. Like anything using D, N, S, B. Okay, so 6 divided by 4 is 1. We've completed the division step. Now let us multiply 1 by 4. And what is 1 multiplied by 4? It is 4. Okay, so we've completed the multiplication step. Now let's subtract. We're subtracting this 6 and the 4. So 6 minus 4 is 2. And then we bring down this 3. Okay, you guys understand up until there? Yes, you should. So we've completed the subtraction step and we've completed the bring down step. Okay, so now what are we dividing? We're dividing 23 by 4. Okay, so it's now 23 divided by 23 going to 4. So you do your multiples of 4. 4, 8, 5,
hello.
hello, 4, 8, 12.
Okay, so I wanted to say that my mom logged me on my computer.
16, okay. 4, 8, 12, 16. What's the next number? 20. What's the next number? 24.
4.
Okay, so we can see that 23 is between 20 and 24.
And 24.
So 23 is here. So then to see how many times 4 goes into 23, we only count these numbers before 23. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Okay, so 23, 4 goes into 23 how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4 times.
5.
Okay, so then 5 is our coefficient, right? But then we don't really focus on the remainder at this point because the remainder is 3. But then in order for you to get the remainder, you simply subtract 23 from 20. And what is 23 minus 20?
Minus 3.
It is 3. So it goes there 5 times, remainder 3. But the only thing we are interested in is the coefficient 5. Okay, so
Okay.
we put the 5 there as our coefficient. So we've completed the division step. Now let us multiply. What is 5 multiplied by 4? It is 20. Okay, so we've completed the multiplication step. Now let us complete the subtraction step. Okay, so we're subtracting 2 minus 2 is 0.
Is 0.
And 3 minus 0
Is 3.
is 3. So therefore 3 is what? Our remainder.
Okay. And 15 is our Q.
So therefore 63 divided by 4 is 15, remainder 3.
For practice, try these sums by yourself. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more videos. Bye. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure to like